And the world will pause in about 24 hours' time to remember this moment in history on your screen, D-Day. Allied forces led by U.S. troops carrying out the largest naval air and land operation in history, and it all happened along the coast of France.
This is not just a big day for American history. This is a huge day for world history. 195,000 naval personnel from numerous countries, not just the United States of America. And 11 months after D-Day, Hitler was dead and Germany had fallen.
And tomorrow marks 80 years since D-Day. NBC's Jay Gray is live this morning at the American Cemetery in Normandy. And Jay, I would imagine that you have so many different emotions that you're able to witness as people come up here to witness this historical moment.
Yeah, Kim, Dana, it's amazing. Even just stepping on the grounds here, this sacred ground, it's amazing what you feel and what you see. It's all framed, of course, by the history that you were just talking about. A real tribute to the courage, the service, the sacrifice of so many who died here, and to the dedication of the dwindling number of survivors who now, 80 years later, are continuing their mission by honoring their brothers and sisters lost. As the plane carrying 48 American heroes floats across the western coast of France, touching down in Normandy.
This is my third time back.
One of those on board, First Lieutenant Wally King, remembers the first time he made the flight, one of 75 combat missions the fighter pilot flew during World War II.
What we were doing was very dangerous work with low-level dive bombing and strafing. It was nothing but devastation when I saw it that time.
This time, 8 decades later, King and a handful of veterans have come back. The music and fanfare can't drown out memories of the horror that was part of their first trip here.
I was in the first wave with 90mm gun. You don't know what we're seeing, really. They were all 18, 19 years old. You know, never even made the beach. And it was loaded, believe me.
Still, they're drawn to this place, they say, to honor the men and women they call heroes, each marked by a single white headstone.
The ones that are my buddies here, yes, sir. These are all brothers in arms.
This group is, frankly, the last of the survivors, now fighting not enemy soldiers, but time.
They're now, most of them, 100 years old or over. So it's important that we give them the very best ceremony that we can. They deserved it.
This community transformed, thousands in military vehicles and full uniforms, honoring the men and women who fought for and secured their freedom.
Well, it's important to me to pay a tribute to the people who liberated Europe from the Germans.
Led by a group of Americans whose courage and dedication endures 80 years later. You know, we had the real honor of coming into the cemetery here yesterday with a group of veterans for the first time on this trip. And it was just amazing, Kim and Dana, to see their emotions, to hear their words, many of them reliving what happened here, a flood of memories coming back to some of them. But to a man, they all wanted to make sure that the stars of this show, in their minds, are the ones represented by these white headstones. It was a special day, and tomorrow should be an amazing ceremony.
You're standing in front of that cemetery, depicted in the opening scene from that movie, Saving Private Ryan, and I'm glad that they're there today to remember the people that gave the ultimate sacrifice for the freedoms that the entire world enjoys today, all of it stemming, at least beginning, 80 years ago tomorrow. Jay, thank you.